Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today I'm going to make something new. We're going to make a journal. This one's going to be Christmas themed, but it doesn't have to be. So normally when you make a journal, you start with a base, whether it's like a big envelope and you're going to cover it, or a cereal box, or a cracker box or something. Or a soft cover if it's just all fabric. But I was watching a video, and I've seen it before, and it popped up again recently of a lady taking a gift box, one of these, and she was taking like a larger one and turning it, folding it to make a smaller box. I was like, oh, that's very creative. But when I watched it this time, I was like, it looks like a journal. So I have started one, and but there's so many things you could do with this instead of how I did it this particular time. So here is the size I'm currently using. I just picked these up at Hobby Lobby, but this is a shirt box. It is 14 and a quarter by 9 and 3/4 by, like, how tall is it? It's like not quite 2 inches, a little over an inch and 3/4. So it comes with the tops and the bottoms. So you could totally use the bottoms. I mean, look how just plain it is. Nice and plain. You get the white ones. The one thing about like this gingerbread one is it's directional. So you'd have to keep that in mind if that doesn't bug you. So I'm currently using the gingerbread house one. And I'm going to leave it like that. I think I'm going to, embellish it with some ribbon and stuff. And I'll tell you all the cuts I made on it in just a minute. But then there is also the lingerie box, which is 11 by a little over 7 3/4, and the height is a little different. But that may not matter to you, depending on how you approach this. So let's get a box out. I took one of the boxes, and I decided, okay, it's a little over 14 inches. For a really good basic journal, you just need 12 inches. Okay, well, that'll give you a 2-inch spine. Well, that's nice. You'll have a lot of room, put a lot of signatures in there. All right, so then what are you going to do with the edges? I ended up cutting all mine off, but you certainly could keep them, because what I did first was I measured, and I found my 2-inch spine area, and I cut just that little piece there, and I folded it, and I kept the edges. It really does fold nicely and looks like a box when you're done. So that's kind of cool. So if that's something you want to do, there's an idea for you. And you don't necessarily have to put signatures in that. Like for the October Junk Journal Madness collaboration, Tracy from Lottie's Magic Attic, she made like an outer cover, but then her journal itself was actually removable. So you could make a journal and fit it inside the little gift box. And if you did that, I would suggest you maybe keep the little pieces, kind of play around with that as far as that 2-inch spot. This one you'd have to obviously be a smaller journal. So if it's 11, and let's say you had a 1-inch spine, then you have it's 5-inch. It's a little shorter too. It's 7, a little under 8. So, but that would be a good size journal. My finger, some paper. Okay. So as I said, I went ahead and just cut everything off, and I wanted to keep the design on the outside. And I'm going to make a red and white themed journal. I'm going to use black and silver in it also, and maybe a little craft paper. This is just a piece of scrapbook paper I had. I just cut it in half, 6 inches, 6 inches. You know, just took my measurements and didn't quite go to the edges. I'm going to maybe do something. I'm not sure because I don't mind the craft look because it's on the outside. I also put Tyvek tape down. I got some of that, but my tape is has the word Tyvek on it. So I don't know if you're able to find that, and it's just solid white, but I couldn't find that. But anyways, that's going to give a nice sturdiness to the spine. And then I just took the strip of fabric and glued that down with some. I just used Aleene's clear gel tacky glue. As far as gluing down the paper, I just used, I think I used Aleene's as well. And I just smoothed it all down with a little room key from the Menger Hotel in San Antonio. But you can use a gift card or you can use your bone folder. But I found in the past when I do that, you know, you get glue on your bone folder. So I don't necessarily want that. So that's where I'm at with the base of the cover. So I need to start gathering my papers, and I'm thinking I'm going to put 3 signatures in here. I'll probably do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And because everything's kind of bright white, I'm not going with any cream color pages, so that's it's actually a chore. Sometimes I find stuff I'm like, oh, that's too bright. But now I actually want the brighter colors. So I've pulled out, you know, this is just from a composition book, a little graph paper kind. So I've got a couple of sheets of that. I've pulled out, I've got my little lunch bags that I picked up, or gift bags, got at Goodwill. Some red cardstock. Let's see. This little ribbon, I know it's Valentine, but it's red and white checked, and it's got shiny ribbon. There's some buffalo check napkins. This little piece of ephemera, it's red and embossed. It's from a junior high school promotion certificate. It was like part of a program, and that's a little piece I had saved. Got that little black shiny rickrack. This napkin. Pulled out some vellum. I thought I had some with snowflakes, but I couldn't find it. So I found this one with white polka dots and this one with silver stars. I found some glitter paper, some wine glitter paper. I don't know if I'll use those, but we'll see. This is some dyed paper that I got off Etsy. Some red and black checked, buffalo checked. Scrap of paper with music. This is like Hobby Lobby type cardstock, whereas this other one was like office supply store, and you see the difference in the reds. And so scrapbook paper, another piece of that, some red and white. Then I have the little lumberjack kit from Echo Park. This Home for Christmas pad had some little cut aparts that are black and white, silver. There's some red and white. And that. Got more fabrics. Some of these are not Christmas. This one's Christmas. I found that after I glued the other one in. That pad of paper. Here's some more fabrics. Here's some ephemera pieces. That's goes with the lumberjack thing. These were from Michael's last year. Got some beads. Maybe we'll make a dangle. Can you see all that stuff? Now this is from 4th of July, but it has a lot of red, white, and silver in it. And I think that's Yeah, basically, I have some black and white ribbons in front of me, but they have something sitting on top of them. And I have some more papers to go diving for, like some handwriting paper or some notebook paper. But this is generally what I'm going to use. So I'm pull out all the reds, whites, blacks, and craft paper items, and make this journal. And I think this will be my December daily journal. Earlier today, I got on coffee and saw that Darcy from Darcy's Misadventures in Mixed Media put up a December daily prompt list. So I printed that out. So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, and I recently took this book of Christmas treasury, like, you know, all the like little poems and stuff, and took it apart. So we'll probably throw in some of it's winter, but throw in some Christmas poetry. So we'll look through that and find something fitting for this journal. If not for this journal, I think I'm going to make some other journals as well. So definitely some vintage looking ones, because I was going through all my pads of paper and stuff that I have. I've got a lot of like vintage looking, nostalgic looking, distressed paper. I got a lot of the greens and golds as well. So I've got a lot I can make. All right, guys. So just wanted to share with you what I'm going to make, and I wanted to give you the idea to make a journal from a box, like a packaging gift box, especially, you know, the holidays when everyone's opening gifts. Save those boxes and repurpose those into journals. There's all kinds of sizes. Before I bought these, I was asking some colleagues if they had some, and someone brought me some really big ones, like for like a robe. That would be a huge journal. You probably take that and turn it into several small journals. And then I got some little small cube-shaped ones, so I may try to figure out something to do with those. Yeah, so join me. I'm gonna do these. I'll put videos up maybe every few days for that, and maybe I'll make a video of all the papers I put into my journal. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.